So, truth is made, right? Like it actually is. Truth is made. Right? Truth is, I've got a cigarette in my hand. Am I being honest? It's true. Now, did any of it truly matter? Nope. So the same with things that think that black people are attractive or desirable. It is something a scam artist trying to sell you their scam because they don't want to deal with it. You want to know how you know? I want you to consider the consensus of the whole fucking earth. I want you to fucking dive into the minds and the eyes and the hearts and the consciousness of every fucking teacher. I want you to dive into every fucking letter of every book. I want you to feel the fucking metal of every single gun. I want you to feel the plastic even. Every fucking doorknob, every fucking lock. I want you to consider it all. I want you to feel it, know it, become accustomed and understanding of it. Why would you even have to make a lock? Why do you live in a world that indebts you for even doing what is supposed to be correct? You know why? That whole thing, the God fucking causes it to rain on the good and bad alike thing, right? Meaning, well, we don't have the fucking mind or the fortitude or the capacity to call wheat wheat and a tear a tear. And we don't want to fucking have our land cursed like fucking what happened with the fucking land with fucking Cain and Abel. We don't want that. But, you know, when we invited these people, these Africans, from their cursed land where it was tribe versus tribe and enslaving each other, you didn't think that those slaves would make you into slaves? You understand that? It's that fucking simple. I want you to dive into the consensus of all fucking living matter. I want you to think, wow, where does goodness actually spring forth, and where is it just a deception and a manipulation, like like a black mom? Oh, these schools are atrocious. Oh, fucking, you know, the black schools are terrible. Why? Why, ma'am? Why do you think that your schools are terrible? Because guess what? Discipline starts inside the home. If your kid was disciplined in your home and had discipline from the seed that you are, be a little addition to a discipline in that school, would there not? Because the teacher's just going to regurgitate words and hope that your freaking children retain it so that they have some construct of information so that they're not backdoored in life. so they could possibly do something meaningful, but, discipline again starts in the home. And I don't know how big or small your home is, because I don't have a home. Because, well, I love woman, and I'm not allowed to, seemingly, because I love woman. And the reality is I could be as fucking methodical and psychotic as anything out there, and I could go Genghis Khan on everything, and I would have every home in existence. I would tear them all down to build a better one. Because literally, guess what? It's just truth and knowledge, right? Like those vehicles driving down the road, they're driving at their approximate fucking speed, and the cars are all in the variations of their weights, and the weight distribution on the cars are in the variations that which they are. Even the angle of the glass, even in itself, would facilitate affect or effect to trajectory of even an object flying through it by means of truth of contact. Something said, my saints will make me dead in jail. I don't have saints. There are no saints, not even one. Like, Jesus is a lie. Jesus didn't even have saints. It's a story. Just like the storybooks in your library. What was cute about my life, right, is I would read a book and movies would come into being. Right? I read Stuart Little before it was a movie. Read Box Trolls before it was a movie. Read fucking Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit before it was a movie. Read Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe before they were movies. You know what I skipped out on? Really reading the Bible. You know why? Because I didn't hate Jesus. I did not believe he existed. I just didn't want to put him through the persecution and the fucking torment like everything is set to do over and over and over and over again, continually crucifying Jesus. For an ungrateful lot. Thinks that there's an inheritance, a kingdom. Well, there isn't. Even if there is, there isn't. You know why? Because every single fucking one of you would stain it. It's the closest thing to an observation of the kingdom that you would have is probably what you watch in your fucking phone screen or on your computer. And even then, it's nothing. They're just things that are absolutely controlled. If I just had to hear something, Bart kids will love me. I hate dogs! I hate dogs. See, I am not this thoughtless, heartless thing. Not even generally this angry, but, being fucking contented fucking day in and day out when time doesn't actually exist the same to you as it does others. It's a little fucking miserable. It's a little miserable. Because all you wanted to do was see the joy in the faces of living things that actually could tell you and give you feedback, right? Like, say you were an engineer and you build race cars, right? You were an engineer and you built race cars. Would you want a driver that knew nothing about the car, or the physics, or the constructs to the reality of what you freaking intended to? Like the weight distribution and the contact upon the pavement and the surface of the tire and everything else. The cooling of it, the braking, all of that. Would you want something that cannot give you feedback on that you wanted great for them? That you would have strived that they had great? No. That's why you know there's no God. All of that's true. And that very simple truth is rejected to try to pursue and push things that can't even talk back. To push the Tower of Babel. I'm sorry that all I love intimately and want to love intimately is woman, and I get it. That's never going to happen again unless I bought them like a prostitute, and no daughter in my reality was going to go in that direction. So it's never going to happen. So I get it. I don't have a future of a relationship. And I'm fine with that, but my only option or my only choice is female. That isn't somebody else's wife. That's it. It's the only thing that I would ever choose. That's the only thing that I will ever treat as if it was right and true all the time. That's it. There isn't a single male in existence that I desire. Now, if you're a girl and you got your dad and you love him, guess what? I would probably love him too, and I'm not actually this much of a prick. I really have been tormented for fucking quite some time. And I am actually fine with simple. And I try not to be over complex, but I have things a part of my life that aren't so simple. And that gets abused too. Because I didn't just tend to one life, right? And I'm contented that I lived in one place and lived in another, and even at that, like, I'm contented by the fact that some of that shit wasn't even my choice. Like when I was a kid, moving from Indiana to Texas wasn't my choice. The choice was made for me by the construct of laws, captivity, or their chains of confinement. But I will still fucking reap the fucking torments of that choice that wasn't my own. So, it doesn't fucking matter. There is nothing. The only thing that I will choose, I don't even care if they're dumb. I will marvel in the fucking simple beauty that they're fucking dumb. All I want is a woman. That's life to me. That's all I wanted. I wanted somebody that actually wanted to be a mom and not a prostitute. thinking that she had to get paid for having sex. So you want to indent me that I didn't want it to feel bad for you. That's fucking great. That I didn't want it to be suffering to you. You want me to suffer that I didn't want suffering unto you. I don't love that. Like, I really don't. But it doesn't matter. Because I think I'm gonna choose to live by the sword. Not the sword of the mouth, like the fucking coward. The sword of the spirit, well, that's dead to me. Not that my dick doesn't work, it's just, again, gays, right? When I was a kid, I had this guy I got asked to babysit, right? I got asked to babysit. I was a teen. I wasn't even old enough to drive yet. I went to babysit, and I had no thoughts or intentions of anything fucking sexual. But I had one of the kids, which was a boy, fucking go to reach out and fucking touch somebody. And me and the logic of a fucking teenager wasn't my thing. Like, at all. It wasn't my thing at all. I was a servant boy. If we want to be real, because I was kind to life, that I was too young and naive to know didn't care about kindness to me. So even in his fucking choice, his free will choice, I let him have it. And letting something else have their free will with you doesn't equate to you even having free will. So you know what it came up about later? Because while he was sucking my dick, I was thinking about and trying to fucking, so I could enjoy it, I was thinking about a girl named Janet Hicks. She was a cute freaking redhead, and her dad had a nice fucking orange truck. Classic. And you know what? In the start of the 7 years of fucking torment, freaking the court reporter was named Janet McCullough. My last name's McCullough. Janet was who I was thinking about while pretending that I gave a fuck about this fucking little fucking dude's fucking desire of free will. I don't like gay. Because you know what I did with that little boy? Fucking, I got him invited to my house. I put on a fucking porn and made him watch dick drive its way home into wet, gushing, fucking glorious pussy. And I said, that's where dick goes. That's what you're supposed to desire as a male. And they're going to be like, well, you're false. Oh, no, again, right? So homos, there's a thing called mana, right? Not dogga, but things in this fucking weird world that thinks the dog should have anything other than shit to eat. There's a thing called mana. And your Jezebel succubus thing is contempted because that's a mechanism that fucking truth actually isn't fucking hidden from them. But it's also like a branching so that other things can be done while you're not doing something, or while you are. And things are gonna be like, oh, you're wrong for wanting things to go to woman. No, I'm not. I am absolutely correct that things should go to woman. The things that hate the possibility that there might actually be a God, saying that I'm wrong, that things should go to woman, are the things that are going to sit there and tell you God made a mistake giving Eve as the first gift to man, as a helpmate. Yes, helpmate. So the things that want you to think that I'm wrong, that a man should have every right to give himself to woman, are homosexuals wanting to sit there and prop up their little rascals He-Man woman-hating club because they weren't cool enough to get pussy.